when that barometric pressure is dropping or it's getting high, that my blood pressure gets in a state of flux. And so I have to accommodate that. So today I was planning on doing my 8 kilometer walk, and I thought, I just don't want to not be able to go. And so I thought, okay, I want to take the cat. So I have a carry cage. Case that I carry him, and usually it's like a backpack, but I don't wear it as a backpack because I can't afford to get the zipper on it fixed. So I put it in the front so I can make sure that the cat doesn't like jump out, right? But I did take my walker because I was feeling a little unstable today. So I took my walker, I put the carry case on the walker, and I pushed it that way, and we ended up doing my 8 kilometer walk. However, when I went for my walk, usually I take ginger. Well, today I didn't have any ginger, so I thought, okay, I've got to take something in case my blood pressure gets really high or really low. I need to open up that flow, right? That flow valve. And so I thought the only thing that I really have is I have cayenne pepper and cayenne powder. And so what I did is I took my thermos and I filled it full of water and I put some cayenne in it and I shook it up, and that's what I used. And what I did is I'm going to take a drink right now, actually. It doesn't taste bad at all. You mix it with water. But what it does is it helps to keep everything flowing the way it's supposed to, right? So it keeps your blood pressure, well, for me, keeps my blood pressure um, in a level, in a balance. It helps everything, my blood flow unencumbered. I guess you could say that. Anyhow, so I took this with me, and every once in a while I would stop, I would take a little swig, and I felt fine walking there and walking back. So when I got home, I was watching my videos, doing my research again and this time I was researching teas, right? Because I want to know if you can make a cayenne tea. And basically, even if you can't, I've done it already, so I'm going to continue to do that. When I go on my walks, I will take some water with cayenne in it. But I did do a little bit of research on some teas that you can make and you can purchase and you can buy. And they actually, I've done a few of them. I think I've done the oolong tea, which is a white tea. I've done the turmeric tea. I've done garlic tea. I've done cinnamon tea. The only two that I haven't done is I haven't done ginseng root or onion tea. Onion tea, I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that. But I do every day actually, I chew a clove of garlic, right? So today I had 2 cloves of garlic and my cayenne water that I took on my walk. But onion tea, I'm not, I'm not really keen on that one, right? But anyhow, so I did a little bit of research on it to find out, right? So onion tea has flavonoids in it, right? And also quercetin and sulfur. Sulfur will dilute your blood. Okay, it'll dilute the any type of clotting, so it will stop those clots from forming. So sulfur, in which you get in your onion tea, is a good thing. So they give a kind of a recipe on how to make the onion tea. You would take onion, chopped up onion, garlic cloves, 2 or 3 of them, which I have, 1 bay leaf, and then put perhaps a little bit of honey or a little bit of lemon juice in to kind of like quench that taste, right? The taste is really yucky. So you put honey or lemon in, and it actually gives it a better taste, I guess. I don't know because I'm not going to do it. Okay, so ginseng root. Ginseng root. So it looks like a turnip, okay? And you would, I think you could like shave it and put it in one of those little tea balls and let it kind of like dilute in your warm water, right? So what it says is it is an antitoxin and it helps with that it strengthens your heart muscle. But now you can boil it as a powder. You can buy the ginseng root and boil it as a powder and make that into a tea. However, it does take several hours of boiling if you're using the root. So that's another one that might be last on my list, unless of course I was going to use the powder, right? So, but I think that would be pretty expensive. I'm going to have to check the price, but I've never really used it. So garlic I use all the time. So garlic I could. Now, a garlic tea is a phytomedicine. Okay. It lowers blood pressure because it keeps your arteries very clean and very healthy. It helps dissolve any clots or any mucosa that is inside your arteries. So I could do that. So it's a phytomedicine. Then there's turmeric tea, which I have done all the time. I make golden turmeric tea all the time, and it has curcumin in it, and that lowers inflammation. That will thin your blood, and that also will prevent narrowing of your vessels, of your arteries. Okay. Now, do not take it if you're taking any type of blood thinning medicine, if you're on warfarin. You don't want to be getting into the turmeric if you're on warfarin. Now, the fourth one that they talk about is oolong tea. And I actually bought some oolong tea at a garage sale one time, and I had no idea. I mean, it was a brand new box. And so I brought it home and I drank it. I didn't think anything of it, right? But with oolong tea, you wouldn't take milk or cream with it or sugar, right? Now, the milk is a protein, so the tea, the phytonutrients in the tea that you need would be literally bound up by the protein, okay? So I wouldn't choose to have it with milk or cream, and I don't use sugar. So now the dark oolong tea, it has more oxidants in it, okay? And it's great for dental health, diabetes, cancer, lowers blood pressure. So it's great for heart disease if you have that. So oolong tea is one of the ones also that I might look into purchasing some more, because the teas I can do, the turmeric tea and the oolong tea I can do, the garlic tea I know how to make it already, I've done it. The onion and the ginseng, I'm a little leery on even trying those two, but definitely I'm going to still do the cayenne powder in the water. And I found that it literally, I mean, I felt like I had been totally detoxed when I went for my walk, and I did the really deep breathing when I was doing my walk. And you know, I don't race. I don't walk really fast and like pump it out, right? I take it a leisurely pace. I mean, I am 63. You know, so I take a leisurely pace, but it's exercise to me. And I still do my sit-ups at night, trying to firm up that, you know, that inner core of mine. But I also do massage therapy, vibratory therapy, things like that. So I do different types of therapy to keep my body healthy and to keep my blood flowing. I'm just thinking that, you know, what would be easier than to sit down and have a cup of tea and help your blood flow a little bit easier and clean out those arteries by having a cup of tea? It's not as taxing and it's more enjoyable, but I'm definitely going to continue with that cayenne water, because it worked for me. I felt totally detoxed. I felt vibrant. I felt healthy. I felt energetic after I did it. So, you know, whatever works, right? So I'll see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing. Bye.
Hello, what's going on? Go for a walk, Mom?